Today's lesson is on areas of circles. First, we'll look at our key idea for area of a circle. The area A of a circle is the product of pi and the square of the radius. So A equals pi r squared. For our first example, we're finding areas of circles. For A, find the area of the circle. Use 22/7 for pi. So we first could estimate, and we could say that 3 times 7 squared would be approximately 3 times 50 or 150. And this is an estimate. Now we can find our exact answer. Area equals pi times r squared. In this problem, we're going to use 22/7 for pi, and our radius is 7 centimeters. If you look over at our circle, our radius, so the center to the outside, is 7 centimeters. So we have 22/7 times 7 squared. 7 squared is 49. So now we're multiplying 22/7 times 49. 7 and 49 can be simplified by dividing by 7. So 7 becomes 1, and 49 divided by 7 is 7. Now we can multiply 22 times 7, and we get 154. So the area is about 154 square centimeters. We can check to see if this is reasonable, and it is reasonable because our estimate was 150. Now we're going to continue with our first example. So for B, find the area of the circle. Use 3.14 for pi. This circle has a radius of 13 because the diameter, so all the way across, is 26 inches. The radius is half of the diameter, so 26 divided by 2 would be 13. So we're going to use 13 to find the area. So our estimate would be 3 times 13 squared, and that'd be approximately 3 times 170, which is 510. So our answer should be close to 510. So our area equals pi r squared, and for pi we're going to use 3.14, and then we're going to multiply that by 13 squared. 13 squared is 169, and 3.14 times 169 is 530 and 66 hundredths. So the area is about 530 and 66 hundredths square inches. This is reasonable because 530 and 66 hundredths is close to 510. Now we have an additional example. You can pause the video and try it on your own, or you may follow along. Find the area of a circle with a radius of 6 feet. Use 3.14 for pi. The first thing we're going to do for this problem is write down our formula. So area equals pi r squared. In the problem, we have the radius is 6 feet. So we're going to use this to help us solve the problem. It tells us to use 3.14 for pi, so we have 3.14, and then we're going to multiply that by the radius squared, so times 6 squared. 6 squared is 36, so we have 3.14 times 36. Now we can go ahead and multiply that out. 3.14 times 36, and 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8, and 6 times 3 is 18. Now we're going to start with a 0 for our second row, and we will not use that 2. So 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, and 3 times 3 is 9. Now we can add up our 2 rows. So 4 plus 0 is 4, 8 plus 2 is 10, 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 4 is 13, and 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 9 is 11. Now we're going to move our decimal over 1, 2 places, so 1, 2, and that would give us 113.04, and our label would be square feet. So the area is 113 4/100 square feet. Now we have another additional example. Find the area of a circle with a diameter of 28 meters. Use 22/7 for pi. So we're going to use the same formula again. Area equals pi r squared. You'll notice in our formula we need a radius to solve for area. Our problem has the diameter, so we need to solve for the radius. We know that the diameter equals 28 meters. The radius is the diameter divided by 2. So the diameter is 28, and if we divide that by 2, we will get 14. So our radius will be 14 for this problem. So our area is going to equal 22/7 times 14 squared. 14 squared is equal to 196. So we're going to have 22/7 times 196. Now we can simplify 7 and 196 by dividing by 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 196 divided by 7 is 28. Now we need to multiply 22 times 28 to get our answer. Eight times 2 is 16. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 is 17. And then we'll have a 0 to start out our next row. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4. Now we can add up our two rows. 6 plus 0 is 6. 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6. So we get 616. So our area is 616 square meters. Don't forget to fill out your notes, and remember to watch the video again if needed.